Hello students, today we will start chapter number 5, fraction. This is the last chapter of your quarterly syllabus. Just have a look what we will learn in this chapter. What are the key points? First, to make them understand what is a fraction, numerator and denominator. We will learn what is a fraction and what is numerator and denominator. Then number 2, what are the different types of fraction? Among them we will learn unit fraction, proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, then equivalent fraction, like and unlike fraction. In this chapter we will also learn how we can convert a fraction to its lowest term. Then comparison of two fractions by taking LCM, addition and subtraction of fraction with like and unlike denominator, multiplication, division of fraction, reciprocal of fraction, then problems of fraction based on daily life. So all these terms, all these things we are going to learn in this chapter. So first let's begin with the first thing. What is a fraction? Now children, what is a fraction? As you studied earlier, a fraction is a part of a whole. Suppose if I draw a circle and I divide it into two halves. So what are the two parts? It's two parts. So we will write here 2. The total part of this whole is 2, 1 and 2. If we will take one part, then how we will write it? 1 by 2. So this 1 is known as numerator and this is known as denominator. Clear? This is numerator and 2 is denominator. So all these things you studied earlier in class 4. So exercise 5.1 is your revision exercise that you studied earlier in class 4. So we will begin this chapter with 5.1 and we will discuss all the related term to the exercise. So first, what is our question? Which of the following are proper fraction? Now students, what is proper fraction? How can we define a proper fraction? Our first thing is proper fraction. So what is a proper fraction? I just want to explain it by one example. Suppose if I write 2 by 5. So here you can see what is numerator here. 2 is our numerator and 5 is denominator. So a fraction in which the numerator is less than its denominator, then the fraction is known as proper fraction. Here you can see 2 is less than 5. That means numerator is less than denominator. So this type of fraction is known as proper fraction. Clear? The fraction in which numerator is less than the denominator is called a proper fraction. So our first question is, which of the following are proper fraction? Number 1, 4. Numerator is 4 and 9. Denominator is 9 here. That means numerator is less than denominator. So it's an example of proper fraction. 1 by 3, also proper fraction. 3 by 8, again proper fraction. And number D, here you can see numerator is not less than, it's greater than 5. Then this fraction is not a proper fraction. Then which type of fraction is this? This type of fraction is known as improper fraction. A fraction in which the numerator is greater than its denominator, then the fraction is said to be improper. Number 2 fraction is improper. 6 by 9. Sorry, it's 6 by 5. Numerator is greater than denominator. So this type of fraction is known as improper. Numerator is greater than denominator and numerator is less than denominator. Clear? So these are the two type of fraction. Now come to the next question. Number 2. Which of the following are mixed fraction? Now students, what is a mixed fraction? Number 3 is our mixed. So what is a mixed fraction? A whole number along with a proper fraction. So a whole number along with a proper fraction. Proper means fraction with numerator is less than denominator. So mixed fraction is a fraction, a whole number with the proper fraction. This type of fraction is known as mixed fraction. Clear? So number 2 is, which of the following are mixed fraction? 3 by 4? No. 1 whole 3 by 6? Yes, because here numerator is less than denominator. So this is an example of mixed fraction. Number 3, 1 whole 2 by 8. Yes, it's an example of mixed fraction. 1 by 9. No. So which of the following are mixed fraction? Number B and C are the example of mixed fraction. Clear? Now come to the next. What is question number 3? Express the following improper fraction as mixed fraction. So this is an example of mixed improper fraction. So we have to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. So how we will solve it? Just have a look. Question number A, 21 by 4. Now what we will do to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction? We have to divide its numerator by the denominator. We will divide numerator with denominator. 4 5s are 20. Now remainder is 1. Now what we will do here? We will write its quotient as a whole number, remainder as a numerator, and divisor as a denominator of the fractional part. This is the whole number, this is whole, then this is whole number, this is numerator, and this is denominator. So how we will write this? We will write 5 whole 1 by 4. This is our answer. Okay. Quotient is whole number, remainder is numerator, and divisor. Understood, children? In this way we will solve this. Now we will take another example, number D, 35 by 2. So what we will do? We will divide 35 with 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 7s are 14. So how we will write? It's a 17 whole 1 by 2. This is our answer. In this way we have to solve all. Okay, now come to the next question. Question number 4. Express the following mixed fraction as improper fraction. What we have to do? We have to change the mixed fraction as improper fraction. Question number 1, we will take question number 1, A, 4A. What is 4A here? 4, 3 by 5. 4 whole 3 by 5. So how we will solve it? We will multiply whole number This is whole number. We will multiply whole number with its denominator. And then we will plus its numerator by denominator. This is the process of converting mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now, what is whole number here? I just write this to explain the process in a detailed way, but no need to write it in your solution. We will directly solve this problem. So 4 into 5, 4 into 5 is it's 20 plus 3 is 23. 23 by 5 is our answer. We have to solve this directly. Okay, no need to write this process here. So what is the process? We will multiply whole number with the denominator and then we will add numerator here. So 4 5s are 20 plus 3 is 23 by 5 is our answer. We will take another example. Suppose it's 2 number, 3 whole 2 by 7. Then how we will solve it? Number B. 7 3 is 21. 21 plus 2. It's 23 by 7 is our answer. Okay, in this way you have to solve all. Now come to the next question. Are the fraction given below equivalent? Give reasons for your answer. Now students, what do you mean by the equivalent fraction? All this you studied in your previous class also. So what is an equivalent fraction? What is an equivalent fraction? Two or more fractions representing the same part of a whole are called equivalent fraction. What is equivalent fraction? It's a question number 5. First question, 2 by 5 and 4 by 10. Our question is, are the following fraction equivalent? So as we know, two fractions are said to be equivalent fraction when they represent the same part of a whole. Suppose I just want to explain it with an example. Equivalent fraction. So what is equivalent fraction? Suppose I draw two diagram here. We'll take this part is shaded and this part is also shaded. Now come to the next one. One, two, three, 4. This is shaded, this is shaded, this is shaded, and this is also. So how we will write this? We will write like this. This is 2 by 4. Two parts from 4, and we will write this 4 by 8. So these two fractions are equivalent fraction. These two fractions are said to be equivalent because they represent the same part of a whole. This means 2 by 4 and 4 by 8 are an example of equivalent fraction. Now here question is, are the fraction given below equivalent? 2 by 5 and 4 by 10. So if we divide this, so what is our answer? Our answer will be yes. Okay, so in this way you have to solve all. Come to the next question. Find the equivalent fraction for each of the following. Question number 6. Find an equivalent fraction for each of the following. So we have to write an equivalent fraction for the following fraction. So what is our first question? Our first is 1 by 9. So how can we write? How can we find an equivalent fraction? What we have to do? So how can we obtain? We can obtain the equivalent fraction of a given number by multiplying its numerator and denominator with the same non-zero number. How can we find? We have to multiply numerator and denominator with the same number. So put it's 1 by 9. So we will multiply with the same number. So what is our next equivalent fraction? 2 by 18. So this is our answer. If we have to find 2, then we will multiply with 3, 4 and so on. Okay, in this way we have to solve. I'll come to the number B. 4 by 5. It's a 4 by 5, number B. 4 by 5. So what we have to do here? We will multiply 4 by 5 with the same number. 2, 2. So it will be 4 to the 8 and 5 to the 10. 8 by 10 is our answer. So in this way we have to solve her. Okay children, now come to the next question. Add. So we have to add 4 by 7 plus 3 by 7. So how we will solve it? Question number 7. 4 by 7 plus 3 by 7. Now students, if the denominator is same, here you can see 4 by 7, 3 by 7, denominator are 7, same. So how we will solve it? We will simply add this 4 plus 3, 7 by 7 is equal to 1 answer. But suppose if the denominator is different, like here 5 by 18, here the denominator is 8 and 2 by 13, denominator is 13, then how we will add if the denominator are different? So here are the two processes. Suppose it's a 5 by 8 plus 2 by 13. So we will first take the LCM of denominator. Suppose it's 8 and 13. So how can we get? We will multiply 8 with 13. It's 104. 8, 13, 65 plus 16. So what is our answer? 6 and 5 is 11. Come on, 1 is carrying 6, 7, 8. 81 by 104.